There is no good Russians on the screen of thermal scope.
They shouldn't exist. None of them should exist.
Here, only death is waiting for them.
You might have heard about this unit. It's a women-only drone unit that belongs to Typhoon. We had the chance to spend the day with them, meet the most badass team of women you'll ever meet. Whether due to manpower constraints or values, the war profoundly changes the army. New sister-in-arms units are reshaping perceptions of women on the battlefield. This unit was created this year. As of 2025, 70,000 women were in Ukrainian military out of a 900,000-strong army, according to Ukraine's defense ministry. It's a 20% increase, with 5,500 of them deployed to the front.
When the day was long and the weather was nice, we flew up to 8 sorties a day.
As of December 2025, the Russians had pushed 40 kilometers south of Zaporizhzhia, taking advantage of Ukraine's focus on the Donbass to redeploy forces and advance there. The team flies Mriya 450, high-precision strikes and reconnaissance drones made of styrofoam, typically designed to intercept Shaheds that can reach speeds up to 250 kilometers per hour.
Right now, we are testing the initiation board. If everything works correctly, the electric igniter should trigger upon impact. That's how we check whether everything is functioning correctly.
With over 2 hours of flight time, their 3-kilo payload is deadly in good hands, whether these are manicured or not.
Arm. Ready.
The drones can fly up to 50 kilometers, but that's really the maximum. That's enough for its purpose: enemy artillery pieces and enemy shelters. And they are not at such a great distance, so they are within its effective range.
When the invasion began, I wasn't in Ukraine. Later, I planned to return, because I felt that I wanted to be involved in what was happening, the liberation and the fight. I traveled across Europe, stayed in Switzerland, enrolled at a university to study fine arts, and studied there for a year and a half.
Sorry.
We never saw it before. It's an exclusive footage. I've essentially been at war from the first day of the full-scale invasion, and I served in different units. Before Typhoon, I was with the Lazar Group, a heavy bomber drone unit. I then learned about Typhoon, and from the very first days of this unit, I've been with Typhoon.
I eventually returned to Ukraine, started preparing for the army, took aerial reconnaissance courses with the Victory drones, and that's where I met the girls.
I was an accountant at a construction holding company. I didn't like that job. First, my family, my mom, my brother, my sister and I traveled abroad. I stayed abroad for about 3 months, couldn't take it, and returned to Ukraine. From the outset of the full-scale invasion, I understood I needed to prepare.
Wing right, left, stabilizer up, down, stabilizer right, left, motor.
Taking the motor.
My name is Tanya, call sign Titan. I'm 23. I was a student before the army. I graduated from Karpenko-Kari University, completed the education I dreamed of, then obtained my diploma and took civilian courses for a month before joining the army. This is where we three met.
My parents didn't know, no one knew anything. I just returned, started the recruitment process, first for those courses, and then I was recruited.
At some point, after working for a while, they proposed, let's try working together. We agreed to this type of experiment, and it's already functioning quite successfully today.
I've been here since day one, especially since I'm from Nova Kakhovka. It's a city in the Kherson region that was occupied from day one. And I want to go home. Basically, this is one of my key and strongest motivations to work every day and do what I do. To return home.
Motor.
Disarm.
There was this moment when we organized the exhibition Unissued Diplomas, because many of our friends and classmates who studied with us at university joined the military from the very first day. They were killed without even receiving their graduation diplomas. We organized this exhibition and I realized these were my peers, people we greeted in the hallways, skipped classes with, and went for coffee with. And now, we're just setting up an exhibition for them. Then there was another event, the screening of the film 20 Days in Mariupol. And when I woke up the next day, I had extreme anxiety because my sense of reality didn't align with where I was and where I felt I was actually supposed to be. All these thoughts kept coming up. I should be there.
As women, they also had to face sexism.
We are viewed as a curiosity, not because we have exceptional results, but because we are a female crew. I would like to change that, because we work the same way men do, on the same principles, with the same equipment. But you're here right now because we are girls. Let's be honest about that. Regarding some sexism in the unit, there isn't really any outright blatant sexism or misogyny in the worst sense of the word. But there are certain moments like, well, they're girls, you're girls, that kind of thing is present, unfortunately. We deal with it, not very aggressively, not by banging our hands against the wall or anything like that. But through our work, we try to show that we are not worse, maybe not better than others, but at the very least on the same level as men.
In fact, it feels like these years are really the best years for war. It's much harder to fight when you're 60 years old, when you can barely walk, everything hurts, and you still have to do some kind of hard work. We are at the age when we are most capable of truly resisting and fighting. And also regarding women in the army. In fact, the number of women who wrote to us after we posted that we were looking for another woman to join our team kind of shows how many women are ready to fight.
3,
2, 1. Go!
We're blood sisters. Sisters we didn't choose. We didn't choose each other to be together, but still we are together. And it's like in a family, different things can happen. We can support each other, love each other very much, and at the same time we have serious conflicts. We might not even speak to each other for a while, but in the end we come to the understanding that at some point we may be the only ones who have each other and the only ones nearby.
It's a one-of-a-kind unit, and publicity put them under the radar of Russian forces, with Russian Telegram channels and groups like neo-Nazi war criminal Rusich calling for their capture and rape.
I believe that the Russians shouldn't leave. None of them. Not only those who go to fight, but everyone who supports the war. All of Russia must fall apart, because it is an empire. And empires, sooner or later, collapse. I hope it will be sooner rather than later.
It's the collective responsibility of every single one of them. Like, you're either fighting, or if you're not fighting, you're doing nothing to change anything. And saying we don't decide anything, well, sorry, but honestly, at this point, no one needs to hear that. Whether they want to change something or not, fuck it.
There is no good Russians on the screen of thermal scope. I absolutely don't care at all about what Russians say or think about me. Honestly, I think only about how to kill as many of them as possible, so they get out of here. I believe that those who come onto our land with weapons are only temporarily alive. That's it. And whatever they say, think, dream about, or what their desires are, it doesn't matter to me.
They are simply trying to destroy us. And when I read or learn something, or when I watch videos of elderly people talking about how it was, how people were dispossessed, how they were deported, what happened before and what is happening now, how our children are being stolen, this really is genocide, no matter how it sounds. And I am ready to give myself up for this freedom. I won't speak for anyone else, but I want to. Because I don't want to be anywhere else. I don't see myself abroad because I would be a stranger there. This is my land. These are my people here. And I want to be here.
Whether women or men, everyone will have to fight sooner or later. And that's the truth.